Yeah, hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, in whichever part of the world you are. Today we are celebrating International Women's Day, and on this occasion we are going to interview Selma.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you for inviting me. My name is Selma
okay,
Ipinge. I am originally from Namibia. I am
okay,
here for studying, pursuing Ph.D. in business administration.
okay. What is your favorite thing, a favorite thing about being a woman? So today we are celebrating Women's Day, International Women's Day. So tell me something that is, the favorite thing that is you like about being a woman or being a female.
What is not to like? Being a woman is quite, it's important and very, what should I say? I think being the most important part of being a woman for me is that I am able to do a lot of things. Like, for example, I'm being able to be involved in studies, I'm being able to work and being independent while still being a woman and be able to take care of family.
How is the situation of females in Namibia? So you are from Namibia. Yeah. So we talk about, say, in India we talk about gender equality. We say there's a pay gap between females working in an industry. Let's take an example of Bollywood. So Bollywood, you know Bollywood industry, yes. Film industry, yeah. Yes. So there's a huge pay gap between what a male actors get paid for a film versus a female actor get. So what is the situation there in Namibia?
I think the issue of gender equality is broad. It's throughout the world.
Yeah, the world, right,
every other country. I don't know which our country yet. We don't have to say 100% gender equality yet.
Okay.
However, from years I have seen structural changes.
Okay.
Firstly, from the constitution point of view, that within our constitution, there's always made provision for gender equality to make sure that the women are being represented, being given in parliament, and they are also being given equal rights and they have equal opportunities. Obviously, not everyone have that, but a bigger majority have that. Be given now. From my time when I was young to now, I have seen that, now we are having a lot of women, for example, when it comes to education. That at my time, education, for example, if we take the science courses, was mostly taken up by boys, by men. But now we see a lot of women there. When you go to the areas like of police, you see women there. Of the army, you see women there. Things of businesses also. Like in the business world was all for men. Men have to be in business and women stay at home and take care of the family and children, all that. But now you find women entrepreneurs in the country. You also find that currently, for example, the women, the girls take up much when you go to education, higher education. There are more of the girls in higher education than men.
So more females are studying,
coming up. I'm sure we are going towards.
So in India there are many female icons. For example, there have been our first female prime minister was Indira Gandhi. Then we are sitting in state of Uttar Pradesh. So 4 times CM of Uttar Pradesh was Mayawati was there. So there have been many, and the current governor of Uttar Pradesh is also a female, Anandiben Patel. So if I ask you, tell me 2 or 3 or maybe 1 or 2 female icons of Namibia. So who would that be? Some female icons of Namibia and what they have done to become a female icon.
I think one of the ones that I want to talk about is our current First Lady of the country.
President's wife.
Yes. Monica Genkos. For me, she's an icon not because she's a First Lady, but because of the woman she is. She have taken up the role of being women, empowering other women, and also empowering the young generation. be given it from the business point of view, be given it from the education, and just the motivation. He became the mentors of business people, for example, especially business women. She became the mentors of the young ones when it comes to gender-based violence. That part of the upliftment. That she does not just she put herself out there and being clear to say, well, it's not easy, but we have to get somewhere, to start somewhere, and it's important to have the women being at the forefront and given. Yes. As I've said before, almost every weekend there we have, if you go on the YouTube First Lady of Namibia, on YouTube you'll find that there's a channel where she gave advice, where she talked to the young ones, especially when it comes to gender-based violence, and also protecting. And every time I listen to what she have to say, what she have done, it's like you have that moment to say, well, I want to be able, not really to be like her, but I want to be empowered and be able to make a difference in someone's life, she is currently doing, and I'm hoping that she will continue doing so.
What do you think is the biggest issues that women, not only in Namibia, say in India and in world? So what is the biggest issue that women are facing right now that should be addressed? Although there are various UN goals about women, there are various different things. But what is, if I ask you a single issue, what would be that single issue that women are facing right now?
How should I put it?
Yeah.
I think the issue of being informed. Not being informed. Yes. Of being not informed, be given of the rights that they have as women, as human beings. Be given is the opportunities that are out there that are basically being deliberately not.
They are hidden from.
They are deliberately hidden away from them. That they don't get to know what opportunities are there for them. What are the rights that they can do this and that. Most of the women, imagine, you grew up in a culture where as a woman you get married, and then you take care of the family, and that is all you know. The people around you in the community where you are, that is what you see other women do. Until you get to see somebody else who get away out of that norm, then you'll be able to change. I mean, the theme for this year is choose to challenge. Challenging the status quo. We're given it's from the social norms, the cultural norms that are being put up there, the political norms that are there. But that is one of the things that is missing. That we don't get some of the women or most of the women do not have opportunities to know that there's actually something better beyond what they are currently.
So
I always think, I said, I will never understand that a woman should be just responsible for being a wife. Being a wife is very important. Being a mother is very important. Being a daughter-in-law, a daughter is very important. But also in that, being that a daughter, a mother, a wife, a daughter-in-law, you should also be able to be independent, to know that with this you are educated, you are well informed, and while still being this daughter-in-law, being a wife, that when you are in your, when we talk about gender equality, we are not say that, my view is not that women should be the same as men. It will never happen. It will not be. But they should be having the equal rights, equal opportunity. When we are in the family, for example, it mustn't be favor that there must be this specific work or this specific challenges, or this is for women only. I grew up in the house where my mother never, not say discriminate, but she never, how should I put it? The work that are in the house, it was never a part of this should be done by my brothers and this should be done by the girls. It was a matter of, she say, everybody have to do something. She brought us up in such a way that When you
responsibilities
as my brother,
were shared between all the siblings, right?
Because she said, if imagine you didn't have a sister, who will be doing this? That is what she used to tell my brother.
Okay.
And then for us, imagine you didn't have a brother, who will be doing this? You have to do it. There shouldn't be to say this job must only be for women, this job must only be for men. My brothers cooked, my brother did everything else that we did. We also did everything else that the brother did.
Okay.
So,
So this is not the case in India, you know. In India, you know, females are expected to cook. They are expected to, you know, wash utensils, clothes, etc. So by the way,
in Namibia, it's also not like that throughout. There are some households that are not. Like that, but there are also some households, some of the households that it's like that. That the children are being brought up in that situation where there is no, you know, there is this equal rights, equal opportunity. There is not these rules of no, culturally this can't be done by men or this have to be done by women. So I think it's one thing that we have to get away from that, because we have seen situations where that the women can actually do it.
Right.
Being given they are independent, being given they are educated, they can still be a good mother, they can be a good wife, they can be a good daughter and a good...
So one last question, then we'll wrap up. I guess you have to catch up with other things also. So you know, I just want you to give a message on this International Women's Day to maybe females of Namibia, especially. For example, you are able to come to another country and study here. You are able to pursue Ph.D. here. But you know, there are many females, those who as you said, that they don't know that such thing can happen. So one message, if you would like to give to females of Namibia, India and world. So what would that be?
I think one of the messages that I want to give, it goes back to the theme for this year. It's choose to challenge. They say that the challenge come with, you know, with change. Whenever you go through challenges, then change comes. The message I want to give is that through your journey that you are having, be given it through education, through work also. Take somebody under your umbrella, take somebody under your wings. Take another woman, take that girl child, you know. Take them through and to empower them. Give them upliftment, motivate them. You know, you don't have to, you know, most of the time they say, no, I don't have money to send her to school. No. You don't even have to send a kid to school, but you need to just motivate them and give them information to know that, you know, you can get there. Being able to be that push that boundary so that for them to create a balance between, that they know that they can create a balance between work, family, and then the society, what is required them to do. And they should be able to, as a woman, you just should be able to basically motivate others, as I have said, and inform them and, you know, encourage them. That is most of I think that's an important thing, especially encouragement and upliftment and motivation. And not everyone can do it, but if we need to empower each other, if we really want to reach to that section of gender equality, we need to be the one striving or driving the change, to be able to be to say, well, I'm in this position. So what
you mean women uplifting women, right?
Yes.
Women should take that responsibility.
The responsibility is lie into us, because we are the one who knows how it is to be a woman. You know, if I have to motivate a young person who is younger than I am, I know how it is, what challenges have I gone through, or how my paths have been, and with that I'll be able to motivate them, to encourage them, and perhaps empower them for a great future of become a leader, become, you know, an independent woman. And these people, these women that one put, you know, through upliftment, they will become another motivator for another person, another woman out there. It's like it's a chain. The chain goes on. You know, I take you under my umbrella, I will get you to that point, then you will take your umbrella. Imagine there's a point where there's an umbrella here.
It's like a relay race.
A relay. So I have an umbrella here, and then I need to take you across to the next point. where you find your umbrella.
Right,
And
right,
in that next point, when you get your umbrella, you have to take somebody else and that umbrella because it's raining. So it's like a chain.
Right,
And
right.
with that, we can reach a milestone of women empowerment.
Right,
basically.
right. So this was Selma. Thank you so much, Selma, for your time, and all those girls watching this video. A happy International Women's Day to you, and as well as to you, Selma.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Selma. Thank you so much.